Next, we'll move into the home network or subscriber network, looking at lifecycle management of containerized applications on top of a smart RG managed through USP or user services platform provided by Broadband Forum TR369. These containerized applications running on top of the smart RG can enable things such as Wi-Fi management, parental controls, traffic filtering, or any other number of applications provided by differing vendors from the RG, where the lifecycle of the application is actually managed directly through USP.
So David, why don't you tell us what Nokia is doing here at the innovation demonstrations and how your USP controllers are playing into that?
So here we are showing a solution which is based on USP, TR369. It is basically a single platform to manage your CPEs at home. It delivers three main use cases for Wi-Fi management, device management, and application management. Okay? It is a solution which is multi-vendor, and thanks to the use of USP, we can work with different vendors. We can deliver different features in a standard way, and we can focus on innovation instead of interoperability with the CPEs.
So tell us about how you're supporting the demonstration here at the Broadband Forum Innovation Demonstrations booth.
Yeah, sure. But before going into that, I want to highlight that Nokia is committed to standards. So we not only implement standards at the cloud side by the USP controller, but also we implemented the standards at the device side. These are big contents Nokia devices that implements a USP agent plus TR181 plus data elements. Similarly to the other devices that we have in the other booth, these devices are connected to the Corteca cloud via internet, and we are using USP to manage the devices.
So Lottie, why don't you tell us a little bit about the USP User Services Platform demonstration?
Part of the USP demonstration is we're going to show parameters that we're bringing in from the device into the controller, and we're going to rate those, bring those, amalgamate them, and rate them, and put a home score on the device to see what the user experience is in the house. And then we'll take a look at a holistic view from an operator perspective to see in the network, what are my scores? And then what we're also going to do and show is a container being installed onto the device where the operator does not need to roll out hardware, does not need to do any firmware updates, just simply install an application for, in this case, cybersecurity or parental control onto that unit. Here we can see a device. It's going to go into the home score, and you can see the home score is fairly good. It's got a bunch of parameters that it's pulling via USB. One of the things that it's saying, the throughput may not be the greatest. We may want to detect a few devices on there. And then optimal configuration, the 2.4, the 5 gigahertz is not enabled, and therefore if that gets enabled, that bumps up the score. If we go into a holistic view and take a look at all of the parameters, we're using Elastic Stack to pull all that information in. So here you can see key performance indicator from a holistic view, and you can see the average home score for this particular case is 75, which is acceptable. But you can see on the right, you got 10 worst home scores, and you can see that this unit over here is only at 34.7. That could be an indication that you can go take a look and then preemptively enhance some of the experience that customer can have. It could be too many connected devices, could be upload, download speeds may not be there, whatever the parameters around the home score essentially is. Now let's dive into one of the things that is giving value to the operator, and that's adding value-added services to an existing device that is on there. When a customer calls in and would like to add services to their device, such as security, VPN services, parental control, or even Wi-Fi splicing to reduce the latency within the house, because gaming may be important, or video conferencing might be important. So these are all services that can be simply added in and onto the device. So just like in the App Store, you have multiple apps that you can install onto this device. In this case, what we will be doing is we're going to be installing cybersecurity or parental control, and there you have an installation on the device without having truck roll, without having to do any firmware updates, and the service is now instantaneously available to the customer.
So Branimir, why don't you tell us how your 5x9 probe is being used in the USP application?
We are a manufacturer of testing probes for active performance monitoring from Croatia. And basically what we have done, we have developed active probes which can be downloaded via TR369 protocol to the underlying CPE and immediately start measuring performance metrics for customers. So, for example, we can measure HTTP delays, availability of websites, delay packet loss and jittering of IP packets, SIP quality, so call quality, basically DNS response time, stuff like that. So this enables customers to proactively see if their network connection is working, if everything is okay, and if performance-wise everything is up to the guaranteed specification of the ISP. For the ISP, basically they can see before the customer even calls them, they can see if everything is okay with the customer, they can see problems in the region, and they can proactively work on making resolving issues before the customers even notice them. So this is actually, I think, a big value benefit for all ISPs and also for the customers.
What about the value of USP to create a container for your app?
So basically, this is a completely new paradigm shift in the CPE world, because so far CPEs were a closed box. So every provider had their own operating system running, and there's a closed ecosystem for each and every vendor. Now with the USP and TR369, the CPEs are opening up, and basically you can install third-party apps which add value to the customer. So either it can be like security appliances or like what we do, performance management. So you can see exactly how your network is behaving. You can see the performance metrics not just at your home, but also towards the ISP and towards the internet. So that it's something completely new, which brings really big value to the customer and opens up the CPE to all kinds of new possibilities.